I was asleep and I heard, it just felt like the wind came up and the house shook. And then I heard this really eerie whistling sound and I thought my doors were going to blow in.
Leamington resident Joyce Hatt describes what happened the moment a Category F1 tornado touched down in the heart of the southwestern Ontario town.
And I was going to go downstairs. I didn't have any hydro and I was going to go downstairs. And I ran to get the flashlight, and by that time the whistling had stopped, and I looked out and saw my tree was gone at the front and my trees at the side were down. And so we came out with flashlights and looked all around, and I'm still shaky, but I'm fortunate.
A block away, Al Pazzer surveys the damage to his mother's home.
She passed away 2 weeks ago, so the house was empty, and the tornado must have just touched down, pulled the roof off. It was basically completely open. We showed up here about 3:30 this morning, and they're trying to salvage what they can. It's, yeah, we're still numb. You know, thank God that Mom wasn't in there, because there's really nothing overhead there. It's just open sky.
If you want to get a real sense of the destruction that ripped through Leamington early this morning, there's no better example than Ann Pazzer's house here in the Shawnee Court district of Leamington. You can see behind me almost the entire roof is missing, and if you want to know where it wound up, you can follow me through here. It looks like it's been snowing, but what you're actually looking at is roofing insulation that's just dispersed everywhere like there's been a blizzard. Now here in the backyard, you take a look, and part of the roof material is spread throughout the backyard. You can see it's taken out the fence, but over yonder, if you can look in that direction, 200 yards away, a big chunk of her roof wound up on somebody's front yard. Homeowners aren't the only people dealing with the cleanup following the storm, as business owners also find themselves picking up the pieces.
Well, this is a great Canadian oil change. We've been here about 5 weeks now, and just a new business starting out, obviously, and got the call in the middle of the night that tornado or heavy winds, whatever it was, touched down, and this is what's left of it.
Weaver's unsure what the cost will be to his business.
At this point, I wouldn't want to put a number on it. I mean, it's big. I mean, obviously most of the building's missing. It's you know, and of course inventory, equipment, etc. There's a lot of things. Obviously, I wouldn't even, you know, tens of thousands at least minimum. We're just kind of going through the motions today and doing what we can, clean up what we can. It's hard to speculate. I mean, it's weeks for sure. You know, a couple months, maybe more. Community response has been really good. I mean, a bulk of the people today are friends and family, and mostly family, of course. And you know, where would you be without them, right? But there's been people stop, you know, and ask if they can help, anything they can do, and you know, there's been a few people doing that. So I mean, you know, we found even in the first 5 weeks we've been open, like the response to the business has been good. I mean, we've been welcomed quite well in regards to that, and you know, when something like this happens, this is when the community pulls together. You know, it's not just even though I think ours might be the one that took the brunt of this, but there's a lot of homes and a lot of people in the area that have, you know, they got their issues too, right?
For QMI, I'm Jeff Turner.